Hello everybody, my name is I Mrstormcrow, and it has been a while since we've really made our last video. In the last video we went on the Tor Network looking at interesting sites. I don't know specifically, as it's been about a month and a half. Yes, when I say a month and a half, that has been how long it is since our last video, but I'm glad to be making this video of the Tor Network and just seeing what we got. Apparently the Tor Network is kind of screwed because apparently the V3 links are still not working, so I wonder how that's going to work. I've been seeing a lot of directories where all the websites were just dead, so that's going to be interesting. But of course, if you can, feel free to give it a like or maybe subscribe to sort of just showcase that you love this content and we can kind of keep on doing this, because sometimes, not going to lie, I feel as if maybe I shouldn't be making this content. But here's our first one. This is the Underdur. Sometimes on the Tor, we can't get to the sites we want. So what we have to do is we have to go in directories to figure out where these sites really are. Some of them is into categories, which is the easiest one. One of them we will not explore, as it is not allowed on YouTube, which is the adult section. No bueno, we do not want to go on there. Now, I already have sites that have been loaded up from this, which we'll be exploring, but I want to sort of give you a heads up on how to sort of get into the Tor Network. The way it works is there are no Google searches. Sometimes there are, but barely they work. Usually you have to go to a directory or a repository full of links, and that is pretty much the only way we can find stuff. Now, for one, I think for today, I found some like ones in blogging and one specifically in LSM, which we will get into. This, I have no idea, but apparently from what I'm looking at, it seems to be a conference where people get together in technology. I have no idea if these are even countries, but let's just get into this, okay? So the keywords is Debian Herd, boot floppies, build. I have no idea what these are, but from what I've been looking, this is apparently a conference on technology. Like, I think these are just people that have been screwing around on the internet, and they decided one day, hey, let's all go to one place called Board Deck. Is that even how to pronounce it? But apparently this was taking place on the 5th to the 9th of July 2000. I'm sure we can go into the clear web to find more information, but sometimes what's cool about the deep web is you find pages that you have no idea what they mean or what they do, and this is a great example. Apparently they even have a mailing list, but as we see, it seems to be apparently a meeting. I think we explored this in a previous episode, and this had to do with like, I think this was like people just making like a program essentially, and they all had essentially a meeting. I will have to get back to you on this one, but I thought this was very interesting, as apparently they had it scheduled too. These guys really got into the nitty-gritties of their meetings. But yeah, as you can see, speech from the throne. I guess they've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. Well, they had been reading it because there wasn't a show. Plenary sessions, Linux. So it seems that a lot of people maybe been into open source, which is really interesting. But yeah, like, this is interesting. I want to sort of remind people that the Tor Network is really interesting. It's kind of like the origins of the internet itself, right? Where we just had blogs and stuff or random shit. And this is like one of them. So this, for our first one, it's a little boring, but I did want to give you a heads up that this is kind of what we sometimes see on the Tor Network, is random sites that have no place, that me looking at it as like, I don't know what to, do with it. But it seems like there are these programmers that are going to a conference and meet up and talk about shit. So this was interesting. And apparently they have like Saint Emilion Medoc. I don't even know how to pronounce this, but this seems to be French actually, because Bordeaux, I think is I think it's a French word. So this is interesting. They use 15 o'clock, which means that they're not in the American time zone. They're in the international time zone, which uses a 15 or military time, right? So anyways, that's going to be our first one for today. I know it's a little weird, but nevertheless, that is what it is for today. All right. Did you know that you can buy data? The thing is this isn't actually illegal. We actually have in America, I don't know if it's legal in other countries, but you can buy mailing lists. This technically is not illegal. In terms of Discord, I think it is, because you're essentially getting accounts, but if it's like free information, which this site is describing, right? If it's like public record, right? Your address, your phone number, they have it probably. And you need a request to the site that has your information. I think there's one called True Information or whatever online. Request for them to shut down your information, because that stuff is wild. Yeah, like if you go online, you search your phone number or your first and last name, sometimes it just shows up, and they literally have with all the categories like your address, your phone number, your name, who you are, like where you are, your actual location. It's really weird, and sometimes I feel that's illegal, but apparently it's not. Now for Discord, I'm assuming it is because they need to actually get the username and password, which it is. But as you can see, those are actual phone numbers, email addresses that you could probably look up, and they're real. We could theoretically try to call someone from here. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to interact with the deep web. That's not my thing. I only go in the deep web to make these videos. But as you can see, there are numerous records, phone numbers, email addresses, passwords probably, because it's mentioning Discord. And this is some of the stuff you'll see in the deep web. Stuff that is just, I'm gonna just say, kind of gross. All right, like this stuff, this is kind of shady. Like this is kind of bad. But I'm just curious, like, what is their price point? That's the important thing from a business major. Because never mind. We need Telegram to get the, oh my God. All right, I'm not going to buy that. All right, first of all, bad business decision, whoever made the site. All right, you got no price point, and you're telling me I got to contact you? That sounds really shady, my guy. I'm not going to lie. It's looking kind of sus, Walt. Well, anyways, that is our first site, but that is something, if you didn't know, that there are people who do sell data. That is a legitimate thing. Oh, people say it's a meme, but it actually isn't. Like, they'll get your actual location, your fucking information. Like, that's an actual serious thing. But nonetheless, let's get on to our next one, shall we? A little short, but here we go. All right. You know, the internet has been known for its lust, gambling situations, and other stuff, I guess, in between. But here is an online casino. It's been really hard to find an English one. I guess like Americans can't make casinos online. I don't know, as long as it's on the clear web. I guess maybe in other countries it's illegal. But as you can tell, this is a gambling website where you use your real money to convert into a virtual coin. And then later on, you can convert it into cash again. And this is what we got. This seems to be Russian or Croatian. I don't know. I'm not a multilingual person, even though I look like it. But this is Club Pokera. Now, it seems they got blackjack, slots, poker, this thing with the wheel. I have no idea what it's called. I think this is the one where you bet if it's going to be red or black or something. But yeah, this is a thing where you apparently can get into a room, you have players, and you're betting real money. But the thing that I find interesting is like these are probably going to be shady people who if they lose and they don't like you, they might dox you. All right, I'm not gonna lie. If they got your IP address on the other line and like a multiplayer or an online setting, you're kind of screwed. It seems that the last I think the last news was in 2020. January, February, March, April, May. Yes, I know I have to count with my actual fingers, okay? But it seems to be in April. Actually, sorry, May. My apologies. I can't even count months. But apparently May 21st was their last update. It seems to me that this site is dead. The reason why is because I think this is 2018. There's 2 posts from 2019. So even if they were irregularly posting, it would seem to me that the next one should be 2021. Now, it's possible that COVID may have fucked everything up, which is a possibility, which is what I'm thinking. But it seems to me probably that this site is maybe kind of gone. Well, it can't be gone because there's got to be someone obviously paying for the IP host. So I think that there's someone monitoring it, but I don't think they're doing anything with it, right? So I don't know if this is legitimate. Again, it's the internet. Some things can be real, some cannot. And this is like one of the things where I don't even know. Like I think poker gambling is probably a real thing on the Tor Network. I wouldn't be surprised. Would I risk it? No. But yeah, this is like a thing where I'm actually curious if I were to. Oh no, okay, so it goes down to rooms. But you're probably gonna have to make an account, right? Yeah, you gotta make an account. I don't know like what the transaction is. I'm assuming it has to be like cryptocurrency is probably one of the ways they do it, right? They're not gonna actually ask you, oh, apparently you can log in with Google and Facebook. No, I'm not doing that, bro. No. What else can I log in with though? Okay, it's not telling me what I can log in, but it's probably most likely going to say for the transactions that you have to use Bitcoin. I think right now Bitcoin's the major one. Sometimes it's Ethereum, but I don't know. Ethereum's kind of been gone. I've seen some people using XMP. XMP seems to be like another one instead of like Ethereum right now. So XMP and Bitcoin are probably the hottest ones, it seems. And it makes sense because XMP is like cheap. So if you want to like buy it, and then if you hope for it to go up as an investment, well, you're good. Like, you're making money. So I'm guessing that's what they're going to use for transactions. But as you can see from this poorly made interface system for Club, I'm sorry, I'm just memeing. It's a little late for this beautiful interface from Russia or Ukraine. We can tell that this is gambling. I love the photos. I love that it's 14. No, all right, I guess not meme before they kill me. So. Otherwise, this is a gambling website. Very interesting, but that is something that, in case you didn't know, gambling is a thing that's on the Tor network. Whether it's real or not, I have no idea. I wouldn't trust it considering Russia's internet's kind of bad right now, but if you want to do it, it is there. Recommend it? Nah, but I mean, if you want it, it's there. So without further ado, that's going to do it for this part. Alrighty, boys. Did you know that you can get your news on the daily web? Sorry, I don't mean to do that. But one of the cool things is apparently, what I find interesting, is they have a chat. This was made today, actually, at... Wait a minute. This was made at 5:29. Ooh, that was 5 hours ago for me. So it seems like this site is either active, or maybe the creator of this site is really wanting this to be popular. But yeah, this seems to be a chat room where you can actually talk to people on the side. I've seen this before on the clear web. I never really seen it here, but as we can see that this is sort of like a info beam into the dark web, which is essentially like a news channel or like a news website. This means, well, I shouldn't say it means. This seems to be more specifically into the technology sector, or like weird crime. So I'm seeing there's a Defi hack. V Finance loses 35 million to hackers following mainnet launch. So it seems to be partly dark web technology / random news or stuff in, I don't know, other sectors. Or I guess news that isn't talked about is what it's looking like. It says Cardano summit begins tomorrow, of course, because, you know, cryptocurrency and people pay, well, on the dark web with cryptocurrency. Sorry about that. I had to move my microphone. But yeah, apparently there are people that make like news sites on the dark web. It's not uncommon. I've seen it around. Rare, but I mean, it is a thing. But I will say that personally, it seems like that this site is pretty good, actually. In fact, there's one about the V3, which was something I wanted to explain to you guys, so they could probably do a little better. Seems that right now it's actually the #1 thing that's being used. So with the depreciation of V2 onion servers right around the corner is a good time to talk about V3 onion services. This post will discuss blah blah blahs, their limitations. So I think this was about privacy improvements, apparently. And so it seems to just be like a vast improvement, and they wanted to overhaul it to everything. The problem is, like, forcing this is kind of another story personally for me. Like, this is kind of like getting rid of like Java. While it could be good because it's basically like no one uses it, there are people who do. And I think like this is really important because this is like in a comparison, like this is a big deal, right? Like having V2 and V3 are pretty good, are pretty important. Again, I don't mean to sort of talk about this, but that's a thing that we could also talk in another video, is how the V3 and V2 are kind of screwed right now. But another thing we can also take a look from here is apparently like, the Texas law, because that was a big one, by the way. Another one they have is apparently about gambling. Well, we were on that one before. And apparently on protesting. So it seems to just have general like news and stuff. So that's kind of cool. And we go in here, they have like more articles, I'm guessing probably. It only makes sense considering it says articles, not gambling. Man, gambling's on my mind right now, I swear. Or at least I think it's actually redirecting me to another site. So we'll just skip that because apparently it's not even loading. But otherwise, actually it is. Apparently into cryptocurrency, not cryptology. That's another thing. But otherwise, it seems like this one goes into cryptocurrency, and that's going to be it for today. Or at least for this one. We'll go into more, of course, a little later. And yeah, that'll do it for this one. All right. Did you want to buy gift cards for your Fortnite V-Bucks? Well, here you go. You go to digitalgoods.com, and they'll give you gift cards and game cards, payment cards, and money transfers. They are sold out, though, which is very interesting. So I don't know how exactly they get it. My theory is someone who's at the cash register probably is registering these. That's my theory, as I currently work at Target right now. I could do it. I don't want to. but this person probably did it. That's my theory as to how they do it, because pretty much what retail stores do is when you have an actual gift card, it's not active. Like if you see it there and you steal it, it doesn't do anything. What happens is that when the electronic thing like scans the whole card, that's when it activates and you get your actual code on the receipt. Used to be that like you could just like scratch it and you get something out of it. They don't do that anymore because obviously people have been stealing them, right? And it seems for this person, they're sold out. So that's very interesting because I know usually if you want to buy like stuff from like Xbox or PlayStation, you can get it all online, but I guess it's because it's cheaper here. I'm not quite sure. As they say, there's fast email sending within 15 minutes. That's pretty good customer service, I'm not gonna lie. No registration required. That is based. And of course they have 24/7 support. Secure Bitcoin. It's pretty cool. Apparently it says how it works. After payment, you'll receive an email within 50 minutes with all data you need. Gift card, game card, or payment card codes you'll also receive by email. And they have a translation, I think, in German, I think. Bruh, that's free money, dude. Yo, Wall Street, you know, we say, hey, you can buy a call, you get some money. This one's better, dude. I'm just saying. Amazon, $50 for 500. Yo, that's a steal, dude. Tell you what. But yeah, it seems like I'm guessing what it is some person is just literally wiping, you know, like with a scanner, and they're just getting free shit pretty much. That's my only explanation as to how they're doing it. There's no other way unless it's the CEO of Walmart and the CEO of Amazon doing this. I don't know how else they could do this, because that's the only other step you could do it is if you actually scan it, and then you're good, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Unless they're using some database entry and then somehow miraculously making money just like that. Usually these things are probably scams, to be honest. Like I've seen a lot of these on the ClearNet. This was a thing back in like 2008. Usually these things are scams because you get a code and it's like already used. So generally I would stay away from these. If you're on the dark web trying to buy something, I don't condone these things, by the way. But hypothetically speaking, in a scenario where you're on the deep when you want to buy something, these are going to be fake, most likely. I would bet my left nutsack on this, okay? That's how confident I am that these are probably fake. Unless somehow, one needle in the haystack, you find a website that somehow some person has been scanning free stuff, pretty much, free money, and selling it to you, even though he could be using it on himself. I don't know. It's a little weird. He could just be buying inventory on Amazon, but instead he's just giving it to you for free. I don't know. That to me seems really fake. Otherwise, let's get on to the next sort of webpage, and I guess s'il vous plaît. What's it in another language? Bye bye. I have no idea. Let's just get it going. All right. All right. This one's gonna be a serious one. As my boy Reagan said, don't take drugs. They don't work. All right. It was a miraculous success, and people were never taking drugs again. So what is this? Did you want heroin, cocaine, ecstasy, speed? By the way, I have no idea what speed is. People constantly say speed is. Is it like Adderall? That's my only guess as to what speed is, because I have no idea what speed really is. But apparently they sell cannabis, prescription, Bitcoins, bullshit, and services. The reason I say bullshit on Bitcoin, if you have Bitcoin, you'd be saving it. There's no reason to sell it cheaper. So I'm going to call bullshit on that. Now, for drugs, this could be real, because these are original photos, it seems. I have not seen them anywhere. Now, what it could be on the alternative is it could be the police that are making this website. So you fall for them and they're like, yo, you're trying to get some drugs? Well, fuck you. We just got your address. Feds, we're coming to you, which is a valid possibility. That's what I'm thinking, probably. But again, there is a slim chance that it could be, let's just say, some random person on the internet. The thing is a lot of people think that the feds and the police aren't in this. They are. You'll see websites where maybe a week ago you were on it and it was fine, and it's seized by the feds. Literal basic web page, HTML with a Fed sign. It says it's been seized. It's not even a meme. It's actually a thing. So it's very common for the feds to seize stuff because this is illegal stuff. They don't want this shit out, right? Because not only does it screw with the market, it's illegal stuff that could possibly hurt people, right? The supply could screw around the demand, and they want to control that price for your pharmaceutical goods and legal drugs, or I don't know, whatever. My point is that it screws around with the market price, and that in itself is already a problem in there. Not even just on legal stuff. It's a market sort of thing. They need to control that shit. So otherwise, let's just read it. Apparently, the heroin we offer comes direct from the importer with no middleman. But okay, so I guess there is no middleman, even though it kind of infers that he is the middleman with this website. Anyways, he says it's very high quality, popular, and sought after brand. It is white/light beige in color, and we take great pride in the fact we do not cut our product whatsoever. And we ensure that our source does not do so either. We so much prefer to offer a high quality product and have repeat customers. What's the difference between number 3 and number 4 heroin? Most people know this, but we do not get this asked often enough that we decided to add this information onto the listing. The most commonly found form of heroin are number 3 and 4. Number 4 grade heroin is the purest form of heroin. It is a white powder that is easily dissolved in water and thus readily injected. Number 3 grade heroin is a tan colored granular product often returned as a quote unquote brown rock. The difference in color between number 4 and number 3 grades is a result of impurities introduced during or remaining after manufacturing process. Number 3 grade is commonly heated and the vapor is inhaled. It can be injected, but it has to be dissolved in citrus instead of water. To keep it simple, think about it like this. Number 4. Heroin is water soluble and much more pure and desirable among IV users and people who sniff. Number 3 is for people who prefer to smoke it. However, number 4 heroin can be smoked as well, usually by adding caffeine or another adulterant to make it burn slower. And then if we go below, we see the actual pricing. I can't understand this. I think this means Bitcoin. This is really cheap. In fact, this is criminally cheap. I don't know if this looks legitimate. You know the saying, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is false. It's probably not true. This seems like it. There's no way you're selling half a gram of heroin for $60. There's no fucking way, dude. You are a really bad businessman if you are. You should be selling that shit for at least 100, my guy, right? If you're from the manufacturer to the person on the other line, that means you must charge a little bit more, because that means the logistics is so easy, shipment's gonna be so quick, you should be offering more expensive pricing. Well, at least that's in my opinion. I don't know, seems a little weird there. But apparently they also have a grand opening special. So this site apparently has opened previously. Let's check the About Us. Okay, so this is the actual site. Welcome to People's Drugstore. Please read, blah, 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 blah. We are open from daily to 12 to a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Interesting. So this person is essentially going to be in the eastern area of the United States, based on the timeline. We only ship on Monday to Wednesdays to Fridays. Why didn't you just say Monday to Friday? Okay, whatever. Please do not message us. I can't even talk right now. My brain is dying. It's really late. Okay, it's very, very late, as you can see. Let me show you. Very late. Okay, it's pitch black. Okay, I live in a void. It says, please do not message asking for exemptions. Escrow. Okay, so this might be real. For me, if you're putting so much details in your shipping, like this actually might be real. I'm just surprised they're selling for cheap. But yeah, it seems like they're being very, very specific in their shipping. Either this is some good FBI agent, or like this is probably real. I mean, like, I've never seen an actual page like this that's so specific. Yeah, I don't know. This seems legitimate, but I'm not quite sure personally, and I don't like buying shit on the deep web anyway, so I mean, if you want to try it, go ahead. I don't endorse the idea, by the way. Just don't do it. But I'm just saying, hypothetical, if you want to, blah, 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 you know, the whole, I'm trying to let the judge know in case I ever get arrested. The Supreme Court case, you know what I'm saying? Judge. All right, I'm trying to protect myself here. But yeah, apparently that's a thing if you want to hypothetically buy drugs. And otherwise, let's go to another page, shall we? Did you want a big pee-pee? Do you want a big penis? Do you want a big testosterone? Well, here's a site that can help you. Welcome to Thunder's Place. They had the opportunity to call it Thunder's Cock, and they didn't. You've just arrived at your best source for penis enlargement information around. We are biased, but we are a non-commercial community. We make no profit, which is rare for this subject. If you're trying to get a bigger dick, You stand more chance of getting into the correct information here. If you're new, don't spend any money on the heavily marketed pills, ointments, and devices. You don't need to spend any money. Ooh, boy, this guy's giving it for free. You don't need to spend any money to increase your penis size. You'll gain more quickly using your hands and lube. My boy, spin the facts here. Okay? Check to see the FAQ for a place to start or hit new. Yo, let's go. Dude, there are actual threads here. This is based. Currently a base girth of 5. Wait a minute here. Are they actually using cylinder? Broski. Yo, I just take the surgery at this point. Bruh, they're pumping this shit like fucking... Bruh, yo, this is too much effort for me, okay? I'm just getting a fucking surgery, okay? Getting a black dick on me, okay? This is too much effort. My boy, these guys have been at it for like years, probably. 9/11, yo, this is a bad sign, okay? Stay with the number 2. So, I'm joking, but this seems like a really fun community. Like, I haven't seen from this page, because we were on this before. It doesn't seem like it's a bad toxic community. This seems like it's a pretty fun community. I'm not gonna lie. If you had a chance to like join a deep web like community at random, this would be the place, yo. Who is this? Yo. But apparently they're all like giving specific measurements and shit. Like, yo, these are like contractors at construction area, because I've never seen any more precise like dimensions than these, dude. But as you can see, these guys are looking at penis hanger. I have no idea what that is. Penis extent, bro. What are these? Oh my god. Wait a minute. Are they gonna show pictures? There's no way. Okay, we're not going into there. But these are... Okay, this is very surprising to me. What information could you send me? Okay, we're going to FAQ. How do I get a bigger dick? I can't. Apparently, I might have to actually log in and make a page. Oh boy, this is gonna be wonderful, dude. I love America more than any other country in this world, exactly for this reason. What? James Baldwin. Oh wait, routines. Okay, wait. Oh wait, no. Give me a routine. Can I click on exercises? Oh, it's loading. Okay, we can do it. Can we? Is it gonna load? Yo, give me a bigger pee-pee. All right, we might actually be on it. Let me see. Do we need like to buy stuff? Because I don't want to buy stuff for this. Like if we're getting this shit done, we're doing it for free, okay, homie? Like I don't got much time or like money for this investment, okay? All right, it's taking a while. I think it's getting there. I'm seeing the loading a little. Boy. All right, I may cut this video because it turns out there's something. Okay, so just in case if I don't edit this video, this is just a reminder, okay? Okay, I'm gonna cut this video. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of panicking. I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I should edit this. I'll probably just cut it, honestly. All right, so if you're at this point, it means that I did see some peepees. There were pictures, and I ended up just cutting this because it was too much effort for censoring it, okay? Because I barely have any time these days. So, if you didn't know that, we looked at another page of exercises, and I saw some small peepees, okay? I don't like that. So we're gonna get to another page. Yeah, that was some risky content. All right, let's get to the other one. All right, this one's a good meme. Okay, I'm already like losing my eyeballs here. Okay, so I don't know what this is. I saw this website from another directory, but this seems to be the long-awaited truth of all things on planet Earth. So we better be spitting truth here, or be given truth. All right. Oh, politics, boy. What is Jacob's Pillar Stone? What is this? Okay, let's see what this is. Follow the history. Wait, okay. Why is Jacob's Pillar Stone called the Stone of Destiny? How did it, the throne of Israel, come to be in the British Isles? And who are the British people really? The stone final destiny and how will it affect you? All is revealed in this enlightened informative page. I can't. They're using Comic Sans or it's some font that's hurting my eyes. I'm dying, dude, with my IQ here. Okay, this documentary film gives detailed and indisputable proof of the deception as perpetrated on the British people in the whole world for 50 years, and the absolute proof that Elizabeth Mountbatten, also known as alias Windsor and QET, has never really been crowned and is not the rightful sovereign of England or the British people. Yo, the word British is Hebrew and it means covenant man, or the people of the covenant. It also does in the Welsh language. Elizabeth II has never been officially been crowned because she was crowned sitting upon a fake stone of destiny. Damn. So the stone is like where they're at to like be crowned, and like the stone was fake, dude. It's pretty insane. So yeah, they're giving like some religious stuff. They said, to my son Caesar, he who will come at the end of the 20th century, my spiritual son, he will understand what I've written and use that information wisely. Oh boy, what else are we looking here? Yo, I'm about to be a preacher almost if I read all of this. Okay, what else could we learn? Okay, survival kit. Okay, what else we got? Can I look at like politics? What do they got for that? Okay, let's go to the politics. Who is in control of the system? Okay, Matthew 23. Then spoke Jesus to the multitude and to his disciples, the apostles, saying, the scribes, lawyers, and the Pharisee sit in Moses. All therefore, for whatsoever they bid you, will observe God's law that observes and do. But do not they after their example, for they say and do not. Parentheses, and make up their own laws against God's order. Do it for -2. Woe unto you, lawyers and politicians, hypocrites, for you are like unto witness sculpture. I can't take this seriously. I'm sorry. Politics. Poly meaning many. Ticks meaning blood-sucking parasites. It's kind of based. I don't like that definition. So, which one should we get? Let's go to the truth about democracy, yo. Let's see if it spits facts. Winston Churchill said many years ago that democracy is the least bad of all systems of government produced out of human experiences. Okay, so what's the conclusion here? I got the quote, all right? Democracy, which has been the cure of all masters, quotable entrenchment, but almost certain politicians, is a lie and a confidence trick that they and their puppet masters now trying to see the rest of the world with and are using their own economic and military muscle. Oh, shit. And means to force other nations to adopt so that their puppet masters can use a politician to help them rip off all their nations too. Damn. Just if they've done so already to the vast majority of their own citizens. It's very simple to see that democracy is a lie and confidence trick. All you need to do analysis is what it's supposed to be and then compare the definition to the reality. Democracy is supposed to be the rule of the majority, government of the majority of the people, for the majority of the people, by the majority of the people. Let us compare the smooth, deceptive definition to stark reality. In the Western world, approximately 95% of the wealth is possessed by approximately 5% of the people. That means using these same figures that 95% of the people, an overwhelming majority, possess only 5% of the wealth. The politicians would have us all believe that this is the will of the majority. That is the politician. Whoa, this is based actually. Yo, this may be coming from a socialist mindset. Yo, wait. When did the 95% of the people, the overwhelming majority, ever vote for the right? Damn, dude. This guy's spitting facts. Okay. The ruler of the universe, I'm guessing God, has prohibited democracy because he knows that the rich will use it and the other means it's to even rip everybody else. Yo. Damn, dude. Okay. Okay. Many people can see the democracy demon crazy deception, refuse to vote, so the willing politician made up special rules to allow himself to rule using only the majority of the votes. Even when the number of people who vote is only a minority population. That's super based, actually. So apparently this guy is saying that democracy is fake. Okay? It's not an actual thing. So that's really interesting, man. That's really cool. If only there was some way we could actually vote out these people. I don't know. I mean, what are voting rights, right? All right. I'm actually curious. What's in the UFO section, though? Is it even going to work? Because I've been trying to find UFO sections, but barely there's like nothing. Okay, it's cool. I'm actually going to bookmark this. Dude, it's so hard to find these stuff. Okay, so we're going to have to get onto this a little bit later because this is actually the good memes. Okay? It's been so hard to find UFO stuff. So in the next video, we're going to have to look into this because this shit's wild. Okay? I've been at it for 2 years. Trying to find UFOs, it's so hard. You'd be surprised. So I'm glad we found this website. There's a lot more to this we got to find. Otherwise, let's get on to the next thing. All right. So, all right. This is going to be the last thing for tonight. I think 40-ish minutes is probably okay for this episode. Okay? Do not get vaccinated. Do not ever get vaccinated. You suffered polio? My guy. Real boys don't get vaccines. How dare you, okay? All right. Do not get vaccinated. The vaccine is dangerous. A fake sub-pandemic and a fake pandemic. The new vaccine wasn't tested enough. So apparently this person's just posting sources and he's saying, I understand some apprehensions. This is a new kind of vaccine, but if I were given a choice between being infected with the coronavirus and receiving coronavirus RNA in my cells and receiving the vaccine RNAs, that code for only the smart part of the virus, I'll take the vaccine. Actually, based. Wait a minute. So is this actually someone who's saying don't take... Wait a minute here. Oh, shit. Okay, so wait. Okay, so... Okay, never mind. Truthboard is the guy who's posting. He's like, yo, vaccine's fake. Then some dude's like, actually, I think it is real. Okay, so we're getting into some drama. So this guy's like, one of my family members died of it, so I'm pretty sure this virus is real. Well, in that case, let's just rely on herd immunity. The majority of the population have already had the virus and are immune to it. Hence, no need for a vaccine. Oh, no. Okay. One of my... Oh, no. Wait a minute. So he's going to shot in for... Died or was killed? They're cheating it wrong. Oh, no. He's being an ass. Oh, no. He's being rude to him. Usually when someone dies, you're like, I'm sorry. But he's like, you know what? You're wrong. He actually died from lack of oxygen, okay? Died or was killed. They were treating it wrongly, but not treating the parents. Damn. Tell me, how do you treat a drowning lung by pumping more into it? True. He's got a point. So it seems like I've gone into a really interesting blog. We have some people who believe that the vaccine is real. We have some people who are crazy who don't believe the vaccine is real. This is going to be quite the truth bomb. No conflict whatsoever. But yeah, I saw this site. It seems to be a new one. It's very active. I just saw one from 8th of May. So this seems to be someone new. And holy moly, there are some people posting the N-word, I just realized. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It seems to be some interesting people. But let's get on to the next thing, which is kind of correlated with this one. All right, so this was something I wanted to showcase. There are actual, on the Tor Network, ways you can buy fake certifications of vaccinations. So this is a fake actual thing. Now, this is not possible, okay? So if it's first glance, right, and you have like a fake vaccine card, it'll work. But if they are literally checking it, like they're taking the actual numbers, like let's say 2 years down the line, or like, I don't know, let's say 2 months. 2 months down the line, right? They have a scanner, like it's a card, like it has the numbers. You're screwed. You're fucked. Because if that goes into the database of like the state, they will know that this thing is fake. And you will get a felony, okay? This is not like, by the way, this isn't like oh, I'm gonna go to jail for 2 days. No, this is like a felony, a class like A, I think, or something. Like, this shit's fire. Like, you're going to prison, like, probably, okay? Or, well, I don't know if you go to prison. You may be on, like, house arrest, but you'll get a felony. So you can't, like, I don't think you can even vote. Like, it's actually kind of serious. So how much this is, I have no idea. So apparently there's a vaccine record. But I don't know, because this means like they themselves have to send it. It doesn't seem like this is from the state. So if like, let's say your college or whatever, or like a company, like, I don't know, you're getting hired, right? You have to present this like with the actual like link or the QR code, because I don't even think the QR is going to work. It's not going to go to the actual state's webpage. So this is a disaster, in my opinion. And, you know, you can, but I think you're going to be caught so easily, because a lot of people don't understand, like, this goes into the database for like the government. If it's not in the database, you're fucked, right? I don't think this does go to the database, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is just like someone who wrote like an image or whatever, and that's what you get. But the thing is I don't even know if they give you the actual paper, right? Like, when I got vaccinated, I had my actual paper thing, right? Like, physical copy, like, and you have to hand that. So I don't know if they do that. I've been seeing a couple of sites show up where apparently there's like people wanting to sell vaccines, but I don't know if it's working, because you would have to actually be in the database when you're requesting the actual scanning QR code. So that's kind of insane. So yeah, it seems like the dark web has gotten a little bit more interesting. I'll guarantee that. But otherwise, that's going to be it for today. This is a very interesting video. I'll see you guys later. It's been quite busy with work and stuff, and making these videos that are 50 minutes long or 40 minutes long, it takes a while to really get going. So otherwise, I'm going to end this video. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. And if you haven't, take a look at my social media below. We have an Instagram, a TikTok. We also have a Discord. Discord's the best way if you want to get some live streams, because I do Borderlands 2. And also, I do some other stuff. So if you want to check out my Twitter, feel free to do so. But this is going to be it for the last video. Or, well, we'll make more videos in the future, of course. But this is the video for today. So I'll see you guys later. My name is Mr. Stormcrow. Hopefully you like the lizard dude. But otherwise, I'll see you guys later. My name is Mick. Peace out.